as we get a highlight. If Chelsea score, we're going to undo everything we've just done. Glenn Johnson has a shot. Why do I open my mouth? What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 40 of Project Pompey. We are in a new season, the start of season 6, which I think it works out to be the 08-09 season if we started on 03-04. So we've got new signings, we've got a South Coast derby to kick off the season, and it's been a very busy summer when it comes to transfers. I'll show you those first of all, and I'm going to press this button and there's going to be one name that stands out. Probably the guy I put in the thumbnail, to be honest with you. But transfer history, we'll look at the main man first. We have brought in Ronaldinho to Portsmouth. Only on loan, only for one season, but Chelsea had him on the transfer list. We snapped him up on transfer deadline day, and Ronaldinho's going to be a Portsmouth player for the forthcoming season. 4.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's 28 years old, at the peak of his powers. And look at all those numbers. 20 dribbling, 20 composure, 20 flair, 20 technique. He is an attacking midfielder, but he can also play in the midfield. And we will be utilising him this season. Not sure why Chelsea got rid of him. They've only had him for one season after buying him from Barcelona. So yeah, he was with Barcelona. Went on loan to Man City for a season. We're back to Barcelona. Chelsea signed him for 38.5 mil. And now he's come to Portsmouth. I even think we have a £33 million optional clause to buy him in, so we might be able to get him in for even longer. But Ronaldinho is the main man coming in this season. So I'll talk you through the ins first. So Director of Football signed a youngster, Romario Hill. He's under 18, he's going to go into our youth academy, but 1.5-star current ability and 4.5-star potential. He could turn into a good player, he might not, but he is a pressing forward, which is good news because we play with a pressing forward. We have strengthened defence with Fabrizio Colacini coming in for Boca Juniors for 13.5 mil, I believe it was. So it was a really good signing there. 20 heading, 17 marking, 20 anticipation, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. 26 years old, again in his prime, and he's described as an elite centre-back. It was 18.5, so an extra 5 mil, not 13.5. We signed Marcelo from Fluminense for 6.25 mil. Only 20 years old. Obviously, we know what he can do in real life. So he is one for the future. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. He is going to be a backup for us this season, as Matty Taylor is the first choice. But we'll be keeping an eye on his development, as he may grow into a 4-star current ability left back. We've got another loan signing, Christian Poulsen. I was mocking him when we played Man United last time out, but looking at his stats, he's a very good player. 4-star current ability, 4-star potential, so Christian Poulsen is in the Portsmouth side, and he will be on loan till the end of the season. Very similar player to Alano, but he's more of a sort of box-to-box as opposed to a Mazzella, but we have got a loanee in the midfield. We have signed Scott Parker, so we have grown our homegrown contingent. 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential for Scotty Parker. He is another box-to-box midfielder. So we are sort of loading the midfield a bit because we didn't have much depth last season. But we are going to have lots of options going into the new year. We've signed Tim Weiss. Now, he is a very good goalkeeper. And the only reason I bought him was because he was £6 million. And if Petr Cech is going to be off on international duty, then at least we've got a very good backup in Tim Weiss to sort of come into the side if we need him. 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential, a very solid goalkeeper, a lot of greens, and a very natural sweeper keeper. And of course, the other signing, a loanee of Ronaldinho. So overall, we spent £41 million. We've let £44.5 million go, and there's only really been one major out. We basically dumped Claudio Bravo to Charlton for 70k. after that Champions League howler, we will never speak of him again. A bunch of loanee signings that have gone out, but we sold Azier Del Horno to Gillingham for almost £1 million, which is why we brought in Marcelo. Well, we brought Marcelo in first because we thought we'd strengthen the side. So Azier Del Horno has gone to Gillingham. He wasn't the best of players, but he had he had very solid assist numbers, but 3, 1, 2, maybe not. So we've lost a little bit on him, but he was with us for 5 seasons, so we didn't do too badly there. Mike Hank's gone out on a free, but the major out is Steidel's gone to Barcelona for 43.5 mil. With Colaccini coming in, one of my defenders going to lose their place anyway, and with Barca coming in with a ridiculous £40 million bid, I thought Steidel would be the man to go. A bit disappointing because he did have 4-star potential, but, when Barca offer you stupid money, I will take it. So it's sad to see Steidel go. I mean, he was with us for, 3 seasons, one of them on loan at Juventus, but we have made a solid profit on him, a good £30 million we made, and he didn't really have that many games for us, only 14 games last season, so I will bite their hand off for £43.5 million, but the rest of the players gone out on loan. We have loaned out Van Persie because with the strikers that we've got at the club and with our new Brazilian wonder kid, Altier Gomez, coming into form this season, I thought I'd let him go out on loan for a year just to see if we would miss Van Persie. Because if we don't miss him, we'll probably look to sell him next year. But Van Persie's gone to Benfica. Fingers crossed he can make the difference there. But that is all the signings we've gone through, and as I've mentioned, the first 2 games of the season, we've got Southampton we will definitely show today, and depending on time constraints, we might show Chelsea away from home as well. So a big few games, the first month of Premier League games, all big games, before we start getting into Champions League territory. So the tactics for the first game of the season is as follows. We've got Tim Rees in goal, Matty Taylor, Dimo Chalis, Colaccini and Lahm at the back, Yaya Toure, Modric and Nolan in the middle, Ronaldinho, Kezman and Suarez up front. Only 2 players upset this summer, Petr Cech and Lionel Messi, so until they sort their attitude out, they will be on the bench for the foreseeable future. So let's get into the South Coast derby against Southampton. We are unbeaten against Southampton in this series. And Ronaldinho, you're going to be number 80. Now, the reason I'm going to give him number 80 is because when he went to AC Milan in real life, it was number 80 he was. So, because he can't have number 10 because Messi's got number 10. He can't have number 11 because Van Persie's got number 11. He can have number 80 because why not? But Southampton side, Jagielka, Pepe in the team, James Beattie still kicking around at Southampton. But I'm going to give an assertive, we should be winning this game with no problems at all. Tell them I have faith in them, and fingers crossed we can get a win over our South Coast rivals. It is the debut of Ronaldinho today against Southampton at Fratton Park. First game of the season. Can we start off with a win? As we get an early throw in for Southampton, Yaya Toure intercepts. He's got some room. Who's going to try and find? Crosses it for Kezman, takes a touch, and it's an early save from the Southampton goalkeeper. It's all Portsmouth in the first 3 minutes of this game. Corner from Modric 10 minutes in. Cleared away by James Beattie. Ronaldinho, first touch on camera, finds Modric. Crosses it for Suarez. It's a save, but they get the rebound. And Luis Suarez has scored the first goal of the season. And it's only 11 minutes in against our South Coast rivals. Ronaldinho starts the move, finds Modric. He's the man that's going to cross it into the area. Suarez heads it right, gets it off the line. And it's a save from Richard Wright, but he can't get the rebound. Portsmouth 1, Southampton 0. 27 minutes, Matty Taylor finds Modric in the middle. Ronaldinho turns. Lovely pass to Matty Taylor again. Kezman with a header off the line. And Kezman almost double the lead. Nope. No, not over the line. It's got to go all the way over. Still only 1-0. Coming up to half-time. Still only 1-0. Southampton have only had the one shot so far. But we are in the ascendancy. as we go into half-time. Let's have a look. We're going to encourage the team. We're going to give an assertive. We got to guard against complacency. Modric looking a bit stressed. But as far as tactics go, Kevin Nolan's on the lowest, 6.6. So we'll bring on Christian Poulsen to make his debut off the bench. So one change for Portsmouth. Can we add to our 1-0 lead? 58 minutes, and it's Van der Schaaf for Southampton. Plays it into Thompson. Anybody can close him down. Plays it back to Phil Jagielka. So we are 6 seasons in now, so we'll get a bit of a mixture of old school players and regens as well. Or new gens is the technically correct term. But Kezman on the ball. Plays it along. You've got a lot of space on the right-hand side. Crosses it for Suarez. Off the line. Finds Kezman. It's cleared away. How many times has the ball been cleared off the line in this game? About 3, probably. Still only 1-0. 71 minutes. Let's make some changes. Who's looking a bit tired? Who's underperforming? Yaya Toure. He's a bit tired out there. So we will bring on... We'll move Ronaldinho to Mazzella. And we're going to bring on Marek Hamšík, who's back on loan. Well, come back from loan, I should say. He's had a few years development in America. He's going to have a chance to show off his skills. So Marek Hamšík making his debut for Pompey in the South Coast Derby. Still only 1-0 up as Philippe Lahm finds Suarez. Plays it back to him. Modric to Christian Poulsen. First touch for him on camera. Matty Taylor crosses it. Suarez is there. And again, right with the save. Is that the end of the highlights? Maybe not. Pumps it to Di Michaelis. And Ronaldinho keeps it on. Wins the ball back. Lovely play. Marek Hamšík takes a low drive. And Ronaldinho finds Marek Hamšík. And it's 2-0 to Portsmouth. Hamšík's been with us for about 2 years, but we've loaned him out to get his experience. He's gone mostly to America. And that experience has obviously come through for him as he scores a long shot outside the box. Doubles the lead. Pompey 2, Southampton 0. 82 minutes, one last sub to make. And I think I'm going to bring Kezman off for Altier Gomez, our Brazilian wonder kid. We'll move Suarez out as a pressing forward. We'll give him 10 minutes. Can he make an impact? 90 minutes, 4 minutes to go of injury time. And it's Pompey on the ball. Matty Taylor finds Ronaldinho to Marek Hamšík. Almost scored 2 goals on his debut. But we will see the rest of the game through together. Coming up to full time. We've dominated. Well, we have dominated this game. We should have scored maybe a few more goals. But I'll take a 2-0 win over our South Coast rivals. I'll say a good win. Well done. I'm sure the Pompey supporters will be very happy we've got a win over Southampton. As Suarez and Hamšík make it 2-0 to Pompey. Looking at the competitions, 1 game in on 3 points. So we have started off the game well, or started off the season well. Look at the time. Yeah, we could probably sneak in Chelsea. So we're going to sneak in the Chelsea game as the second game today. Only a few changes for the Chelsea game, as Ronaldinho is on loan from them. He's not going to be able for selection in this game. So we are going to bring in Hamšík off the bench to make that change. He scored a goal in the last game. Let's hope he can get a goal today. Bosniov's going to come in for Kezman, as Kezman was a little bit disappointing in the last game. And Morten Gamst Pedersen and Poulsen are changes in the midfield. So I'm going to just bring Kezman on the bench just to give us that option. And we're going to get the game with Chelsea underway. Who have they got on their side at the moment? They've got Curacini, Mexes, Glenn Johnson, De Rossi, Veron, Lampard, Robinho, Adriano, and Wayne Rooney up front for Chelsea. So I'm going to say to them, pick up where you left off last time out. I have faith in you. And can we get a result over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge? We normally do pretty well at Stamford Bridge recently. So can we make it 2 wins from 2 against Chelsea? 20 minutes in, throw in from Philippe Lahm. Gives it back to him, crosses it. Bosniov finds Pedersen. It's 1-0 to Portsmouth. And Morten Gamst Pedersen linking up with Bosniov. Both players who didn't play in the last game linking up in this one to make it 1-0 to Portsmouth. The first highlight of the game. And we get ourselves a goal. Borginov holds the ball up. There's no Chelsea players marking him. Matty Taylor's on his own as well. But it's Chelsea 0, Portsmouth 1. Coming up to half-time, the goal's been the only highlight of this game, which is more than fine for me, to be honest with you. I will take that any day of the week. Although I have noticed a few underperforming players in the team. So I'm going to say I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. So I know we've got 6.5 for Modric and 6.5 for Hamsik. So who am I going to bring off? I think we'll bring Modric off. We'll bring Kevin Nolan on for him. So only the one change. But fingers crossed we can hold on to this result and keep our Stamford Bridge run going. Throw in 48 minutes just after half-time. Glenn Johnson clears it away as far as Matty Taylor. Poulsen has a shot. Unlucky Christian Poulsen. Almost made it 2. Corner, 61 minutes. Pedersen whips it in, cleared away from Adriano. Marek Hamsik finds Kevin Nolan off the bench. Plays it into Borginov. Takes a shot. It's 2-0. And Valery Borginov finds the net. I'm seriously debating starting Borginov over Kezman. Because Kezman just cannot grasp that pressing forward role. He's got all the attributes to do it. But Borginov just has so much better. Low drive at the near post. The goalie didn't do very well there, Cudicini. But Chelsea 0, Pompey 2. He's well onside. And Cudicini will be hurt to be beaten at his near post. 2-0 up. But it is a corner to Chelsea though. Saviola, head of the back post, cleared off the line. We are hanging on. And Chelsea are now looking to strike back after we've scored 2 goals. They get the throw in. De Rossi gives it back to Glenn Johnson. Lahm heads it as far as Lucio. Finds Philippe Melo. Loads of room. It's a decent goal by Philippe Melo. It's a very powerful shot. And they have found themselves back into this game. Starts with Glenn Johnson. Headed away by Lahm. Lucio's going to feed it into Philippe Melo. And it's a lovely, powerful drive. And unfortunately, the goalie couldn't do much there. And it's Chelsea 1, Pompey 2. 70 minutes in, we're going to make a sub. Unfortunately, Hamsik on a 6.4 hasn't really performed today. And I am going to bring on Messi for his first appearance of the season. He might have thrown his toys at the pram because he wants to join United. But we'll give him a game. We'll throw him on as Chelsea look to get a highlight. Crosses it for Robinho. Chelsea are coming back into it. They're starting to get the chances. 83 minutes. 10 minutes to go, roughly, including injury time. Lahm crosses it, and it's safe hands from Carlo Cudicini. What's he going to do? Is he going to throw it? He's going to kick it? What's he going to do? He goes long to try and find a striker. Colaccini heads it only as far as Saviola. Finds Lucio on that left-hand side. Plays it into Robinho off the bar. Was it off the bar or was it a save? It doesn't really matter. It didn't go in the net. As we do get another highlight, 86 minutes. Frank Lampard plays in Philippe Melo, scores 1 goal. Almost scored 2, and I think... Oh, hang on. I thought that was the end. Oh, no. That's a free kick. Oof. I thought it was a penalty. Right. Pause the game. We're going to go a bit more defensive here. So we're going to go back to cautious. We're going to put our wing-backs on defend to keep them back. And we're going to maybe sort of time waste as much as we can to hold on to the ball. So we're going to bring back the defensive line as well. So we're going to try and contain Chelsea. We're going to hold the shape. We're going to regroup and slow the pace down. We're proper going defensive. Philippe Lahm's on 66%. So we'll bring Kisnobu on for him as well. So we are going defensive as we get a highlight. If Chelsea score, we're going to undo everything we've just done. Glenn Johnson has a shot. Why do I open my mouth? I do all those changes, and then I open my mouth and say, well, if Chelsea score... And it's almost like the game is listening to me. Chelsea do find themselves back into this game. Johnson takes a touch, low drive. It is a goal. Tim Weiss couldn't do much there. So, no, we won't proceed with the changes. We'll just see it through the full time. Unless Chelsea score another goal. I hope not. At times, I really think this game is scripted. At times. It's like the Champions League Final. We were 2-0 up. We lose 3-2. Chelsea score 3 late goals to win the game. It's been, I mean, looking at the stats, they've had a much better second half, so we can't take that away from them. But we've had victory stolen from us. And it looks like we're going to see this through to full time. De Rossi finds Mello. They won't get another chance all game now. They'll have their 3 and that's it then. And yep, going out for a throw. And Chelsea have come back from 2-0 down to win the game 3-2. They scored in the 64th minute, the 89th minute, and the 92nd minute. But you look at the stats and you think, yeah, they probably deserved it. Should have gone defensive a bit earlier. But I'm going to say we were the underdogs. It is Chelsea. It is away from home. We did start well, but it just wasn't to be. Portsmouth in disappointing collapse. Yeah, I'd probably say that's accurate. So looking at league table, so we did win 1, lose 1 in the first episode. It was Chelsea, to be fair. It was away from home, so, you know, we'll give it that. But it is still worrying me that for a team, we are a Champions League team. We shouldn't be throwing away games like that against Chelsea. So look at the schedule. We will come back probably come back for the second Champions League game, I think. So it'll probably be that game in Liverpool. So end of October, we'll come back depending on who we get. Actually, no, that'll be our 3rd game. So yeah, we'll come around October time. So we'll either come back for that game in West Ham or that game in Liverpool. It all depends on who we get in the group stage, to be fair. So, depending on who we get, we'll come back for that game. So, leave it with the league table. We did win 1, lose 1. We'll come back next time for the Champions League group stage. And depending on who we get, depends who we show off, really. So, come back next time to find out who we get. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time as we try and win the Champions League with a group stage game along with a Premier League game. Thank you very much for watching.